Hi guys, and welcome to Watch It Wednesday, episode 24. So after a short but stressful week so far, we're going to do some stamping. So let's go down to the surface so you can see what we're going to do. Okay, it looks like a lot, but it really isn't. You can get most everything I'm doing here out of one card base, a 4x12, or even a 4x11 woodwork, and a piece of DSP. All right. So here's the card base. Started off as 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. So that's your base. Out of our very vanilla, oh, is this very vanilla? Or is that Whisper White? Oh, this is Whisper White. Sorry. So out of Whisper White, oh, basic white. Guys, I'm 20 plus years of being Whisper White, and the last 3 being basic white. I still cannot get used to it. So anyway, for either your basic white or your very vanilla, you're going to cut, this is already 4 inches, but you're going to cut it at 5.5. Now this is different than what we're used to. So 5.5. So this is 4 by 5.5. Your DSP is going to be a normal layer. So it's going to be 4 by 5 1/4. Now, if it was directional, of course, you'd want to make sure or figure out if you're doing landscape or portrait as your finished product, and you would cut it accordingly. So then, out of the piece we still have left here, we're going to go 1.5 by 5. Optional, you can have another piece of basic white or very vanilla at your normal layer, which is 4 by 5 1/4. This is optional though, you don't have to have it. And then you're going to have a punched out piece. So out of the remainder we have here, we're going to cut out a punched out piece. And that's it, guys. Let me move the cutter out of the way and let's go through our pieces again. Starting from the top, your card base, which is a finished size of 4 1/4 by 5.5. Your basic white or very vanilla, that is 4 by 5.5. Your DSP, which is 4 by 5 1/4. Your basic white or very vanilla, that's 1.5 by 5. Optional, if you want something for your inside, you're going to have a 4 by 5 1/4 piece and a punched out piece. So there are your pieces for this week's card. Of course, we're going to use stamps, inks, embellishments, and or ribbon. But here's your basic 6 pieces. Again, this piece is optional if you want a white inside. If you have a card base that is pretty light, you wouldn't need that inside piece, but you might like it as a finishing piece anyway. All right, guys, that's all there is. Hope you had a great Wednesday. Hope you had a good Valentine's Day. And we'll see you all on Friday to finish this up.